Jason, I want you to come to my department, and then I want you to explain to me, and then come to my department, and then just tell me everything, alright? I'll get some information, okay? Alright. Okay then, see you later. Okay. Just gonna wait for him to come into my house, and then, well, my department's always recently. It's always new, but as long as usual, but I was about to say, but couldn't even get time. Okay. So what I was thinking is now is, it's kind of a real thing to say, but not really. When is he gonna come back? Come on. Oh well, so he'll be back. Oh, turn off. Yeah, that belongs to this particular. Well, for some reason though, hope Jason will be back for any minute. Okay. I know when Jason come back, he'll be back in a minute then. Sure he will come back then. Oh well. Come in. Oh, Lieutenant. Hey Jefferson. Just came back. So, what do you want from me then? What's going on? Oh, you're just too early then. Well, you just came back early without late. Well then, Jason, I'm about to give you some few things that you want to ask me. So, no, I'm just going to ask you questions that you're gonna tell me things about. Why? Are you gonna tell me, or what are you gonna do? But there is something that I really need to tell you things about what you've just seen, but there's an extreme conditions then. You can tell me things about the shutters? Well, Jefferson, yeah, well, okay, so the homicide lockdown is kind of real bad, but but I think something that is actually wrong, but there is something issued that's going on outside of lockdown, but for some reason, Jefferson, but waiting for deceiving the messages for the whole time. I've recently taken from here, it's all in my mind or something. But for some reason, Jefferson, I have to make a progress. But for some reason, all the shops everywhere are closed. Even though your FBI's and SWATs protecting the quarantine because they were preventing people from entering it. But I'll have to say that it's not gonna happen when every people die because one of the police officers and SWATs killing them. So they were about to kill from the different countries. But for some reason, Jeff, I have to make this decision. Because I have just admit that everybody who couldn't see the shops, but there is no shops in our mind. But the only things I have to, but there's something that I really want to tell. But there is nothing that I can always do. But recently, Jefferson, it's not gonna happen when it's end. So for some other reasons, then this is not going to happen. So what I was thinking is now, Jefferson, the lockdown appears unfinished. But this is the unfinished lockdown. But one of the people died in toll cases. They have many more cases and many deaths and everything. They all have been all infected, you know. And they've been shot by one of the officers, different officers' countries. You know, from Canada, America, Mexico, and, you know, wherever. They killed everybody in the whole place. But for some reason though, Jefferson, it's all in our accounts. They have to make their accounts to gain the full access. They don't really need anything to worry, because they have already gained access to other people, but they gain access to the security override. But the override door has already been detected. They all have been done for recently. As I say, but it doesn't really matter what is going on. But I'm about to say, but it doesn't really matter. But at this state, it doesn't matter what they needed to do. But some cases, it's not gonna happen when it's real thing. It's not the real thing, but it doesn't really matter. I came alongside, but it doesn't really matter. But it didn't. So I'm about to say if it doesn't work at all. So what I was thinking is right now to do it on purpose. So I have to say it's not gonna happen. The lockdown is not finished. The lockdown appears unfinished. So, but I'm sorry about that, Jefferson. But I'm about to say, but the only things I can't do my best. But I don't want to. Immediately. Okay, Jason. The lockdown is kind of a real thing to say, but it's really hard. It's hard to get rid of the lockdown, but, you know, I'm about to say, though, Jason, it doesn't really matter, but, you know, depending on what is a matter, but are you sure you are going to stop the lockdown and to keep everything change immediately? But for some other reasons, though, Jason, but it's very hard. All those FBI's and SWATs are killing people, but, you know, they all died for long. You know, they're all gonna die. But the reason why, Jason, but it's hard to tell. But the only things I have to say, but it doesn't really matter, but nothing serious. But nothing serious at all. So, are you going to stop the lockdown for some reason, Jason? But you can do your best. I know you can. Because you've already saved us before. From a flaming dungeon. Now you have to stop the lockdown. I want you to kill all the officers from the quarantine to save people. I want you to do your best, Jason. Please, save us. And we will take over it. I will, Jefferson. I will. If there's something that I can do, the only things I need to do it, I can do my best. Wish I can luck. You're wishing me luck? It's all in my mind. So, we'll forget about it. I'll make things up. So I'm about to changing it back and forth. But I can do my best. That's all. See you later, Jefferson.
I'll have to save them.